Hooray for Hollywood. E.T. Phone Home. Oh, hello, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my weekly movie review. After a week off in Chicago, I am back, and this week I went to see Mr. Holmes. It stars Ian McKellen, Laura Linney, Milo Parker, and more. It is the story of a very elderly Sherlock Holmes, now age 93, played by Sir Ian McKellen. He lives in a country home and tends his bees. His housekeeper, Mrs. Monroe, played by Laura Linney, cooks his meals, keeps the house tidy. She has a son named Roger, played by Milo Parker, who looks to be 10, 12 years old. Mrs. Monroe, her husband died during the Second World War, which has been over a couple of years. The movie set in 1947. Sherlock Holmes, his mind is leaving him. He can't remember names and details. And there is one case, his last case, that he is desperate to remember and figure out what he did wrong. He feels like he did something wrong. And to aid him in that, he has traveled to Japan to look for this special plant that is supposed to aid in helping restore one's memory and circulation. There are a couple of different storylines going on in Mr. Holmes that all tie together very nicely by the end of the film. This is not Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes by any stretch of the imagination. This is a gentle film. It is a quiet film. It is the kind of movie that most people really won't want to sit through. And it's fantastic. I loved it. The highest compliment I can pay it is that I would like to see it again. I would be willing to pay to see it again. And I may see if I can get my wife to go with me to see it. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's about loss and regret, but it's also about family and, in the end, hope. It is surprisingly emotional, and it's just fantastic. Sir Ian McKellen is brilliant. It's a loss to the world that he never played Sherlock Holmes as a somewhat younger man, because he would be spectacular. And there are flashes of the old Sherlock at times during the performance when he does that thing, as it's referred to, when he looks at people and can tell exactly everything about them. One of those times is put to especially good use on Mrs. Monroe well, I'm not going to spoil it. It's just a fantastic movie. So simple and so quiet and so beautiful. It is not a visual film as such, although there are some striking visuals in it. And it's hard to describe it. It's just fantastic. I really recommend you go see it. Gets a very enthusiastic 5 stars from me. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review, and this week you should go to WIMZ.com to read my review of Pixels, the Adam Sandler movie. It almost makes up for Jack and Jill. Almost. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, and you can send emails to me, StanTheMovieMan at Comcast.net. Till next time, have a good.